Close your eyes for a moment and imagine it's December. The streets are dark without those bright lights that transform the city into a nighttime spectacle. There are no decorated trees in shop windows, no wreaths adorning doors. The air lacks that comforting aroma of cookies baking or foods that remind us of home. Everything seems, well, ordinary. Now think about the silence. No bells ringing, no choirs singing songs that warm the heart. December would just be another month, like any other. And the most curious thing, without Christmas, perhaps there wouldn't be that feeling that the world becomes a little kinder. No warmer hugs, no easier smiles, no subtle invitation to be better people, even if only for a few days. But then what? How would it change the way we live, shop, and even connect with one another? What would it be like to live without that spark of magic that lights up the end of the year? Without Christmas, what would fill that special space in our lives? Today, we're going to explore this alternate universe where Christmas never existed. Let's embark on this imaginary journey to discover how the world would be without this very special date. The absence of Christmas would have a profound impact on our minds. Christmas is like a big exclamation point at the end of the year, a subtle and at the same time grand reminder that another cycle is coming to an end. December wouldn't have that much-needed pause, that moment when we stop to reflect on what has passed and dream about what's to come. Everything would feel continuous. Just another month, rushing by without major emotional milestones. It's as if it's saying, hey, the year is ending. What have you done so far? It's at this moment that we reflect on our achievements, our mistakes, and above all, the people who were part of our journey. Without this pause, our years might feel like just a succession of days, without a beginning, middle, or end. A world where time flows uninterrupted, without that breather that makes us believe in new beginnings. Without Christmas, we might become a little more lonely. That opportunity to stop everything and say thank you, I love you, or even let's start over would be rarer. Without Christmas, we might forget the value of showing care and affection for others. Our connection with those we love would become less tangible, less expressive. Imagine a world without gift exchanges, without those tight hugs after unwrapping something special, without the heartfelt thank you that warms the heart. And it's not about the gift itself, but the gesture. Without this moment of unity, how would we find the strength to face life's challenges? Christmas reminds us that we are not alone, that there is something greater than our daily problems, whether it's faith, love, or simply the joy of being close to those who matter. Without this date, we'd be more distant from each other, trapped in our own bubbles, as if something essential had been lost along the way. A world without Christmas wouldn't just be a world without celebration, it would be a less human world. Because in the end, it's not Christmas that needs us, it's us who need Christmas. It seems strange, doesn't it? But let's dive deeper into this. What would happen to the big companies that eagerly await the holiday season every year? That's right, when we imagine a world without this holiday, things start to look very different. To begin with, an impressive number of businesses, from large corporations to small shops, rely on Christmas to generate a significant portion of their profits. Yes, you heard that right. Millions, perhaps even billions of dollars would simply disappear overnight. Millions of people around the world prepare to spend huge sums on gifts, decorations, and travel. But without Christmas, all that flow of money simply wouldn't exist. The impact would be devastating. Think of all those stores that start decorating their windows months in advance, and online commerce, which gears up for the shopping marathon. None of this would exist. Let's talk about gifts. For example, that last-minute item everyone scrambles to buy during Christmas weekend. And decorations? Yes, those lights and trees that fill windows and homes with magic. Without Christmas, where would all those sales go? With Christmas off the calendar, global commerce would take a direct hit. Tourism would also be one of the most affected sectors. Think of the number of trips made during this period. From Christmas markets in Germany to traditional year-end shopping in the United States, or that family trip to Disney. These destinations, which prepare all year for the Christmas season, simply wouldn't see a sales peak. Travel agencies, airlines, hotels, and major shopping hubs in cities like New York or Paris would lose their biggest event of the year. This could lead to a crisis. Think of the vast amount of money that circulates at the end of the year. Gifts, travel, parties, Christmas bonuses. All of this drives the economy in an almost magical way. Without Christmas, this flow of money simply wouldn't exist. The numbers would be lower. Companies would have to adjust their forecasts, and perhaps consumption patterns would shift. The global economy would need to find a new way to balance itself, perhaps with another mass consumption date. But honestly, we would hardly be able to create something as impactful as Christmas. Before we think about creating a date as important as Christmas, we need to ask, why is Christmas so important to all of us? Christmas as we know it today didn't come out of nowhere. It began as a religious celebration marked by the birth of Jesus Christ, but it has transformed over the centuries. From a spiritual tradition, it became one of the greatest cultural celebrations on the planet. It's almost as if Christmas were a universal language, spoken by millions, regardless of religion or origin. But you know what's most fascinating? Christmas is much more than just a holiday. Think about everything it symbolizes: a moment of pause, of connection, of hope. For many people, it's the only time of the year when they can gather their family, exchange gifts, or even say "I love you" without feeling awkward. Even the toughest people give in to the Christmas spirit, and strangers become a little kinder. It's almost as if in December, the entire world silently agrees to try to be better. And we can't ignore how Christmas has shaped society. This date drives entire economies, inspires movies, music, and even fashion trends. Now think with me. Without Christmas, would we still have this force that unites us at the end of the year? Without it, what would keep alive these traditions that span generations? It's frightening to imagine a world without this phenomenon, without a moment to renew our hopes for a better future. Without it, would we be able to create something as powerful, as magical, as universal? I know it might seem simple. Just pick a day, set a theme, and voila, everyone starts celebrating. But the truth is that creating such a warm, emotionally and culturally powerful holiday is almost impossible, and I'll explain why. First, we need to understand that Christmas is not just a date on the calendar, it's a concept. As we've seen in this video, it's not just about giving and receiving gifts, or a party with a tree and lights. Christmas is a perfect blend of traditions, stories, symbols, and feelings that were born, spread, and transformed over centuries. It incorporates elements from various ancient cultures, like the pagan festivities of the winter solstice and Christian rituals, all mixed with the concepts of hope, unity, and renewal. This construction didn't happen overnight. It was shaped by cultures, religions, and even the needs of society itself. Creating something like this from scratch is a monumental challenge. Christmas has something essential. It connects people, and not just within the same country, but across the world. Even if you're on another continent, the Christmas spirit reaches you. Imagine trying to create a date that, in a single night, could involve all kinds of people from different cultures with different beliefs and histories, and bring everyone together around the same table. How could we build a celebration that resonates with everyone without excluding anyone? So, when trying to create something so grand, we face a simple truth. Christmas wasn't created all at once. It was gradually and deeply consolidated in such a way that replicating the process would be almost impossible. It's not just the date itself, it's the meaning it carries, the bonds it has formed over time, and the way people around the world have embraced it. Fortunately, Christmas will never go away. Not only that, it's already coming to knock on our doors, bringing with it a message that spans generations. Even in difficult times, there is always room for hope, unity, and generosity. Imagine how much this date shapes the world around us. It's not just the lights that illuminate the streets, it's the spark of human warmth that reignites our hearts. It's not just presents under the tree, it's the gestures that remind us of the value of being present. Just imagine, in every corner of the planet, people who have never met share the same spirit. They might not speak the same language, they might have different traditions, but during this time, something unites us all. It could be the desire to give a gift, the wish to make someone smile, or simply the comfort of knowing we're not alone. This imaginary scenario of a world without Christmas has shown us one thing. This date is more than an annual event. It's a bridge that connects cultures, crosses borders, and unites hearts. It's a reminder that deep down, we all wish for the same thing: moments of happiness, love, and new beginnings. As you set up your tree, exchange gifts, or simply share laughter around the table, remember, Christmas offers us something rare and precious: a pause to appreciate what truly matters. It invites us to believe in a kinder, more human world full of possibilities. Christmas shows us that we are capable of creating beauty even on the darkest nights. It's as if each twinkling light is a reminder: there is hope. Every gift, no matter how simple, carries something priceless: the intention to make someone happy. But do you know what's even more incredible? The true magic of Christmas isn't in the decorations or the presents. It's in what it awakens within us: that desire to be generous, to cherish those we love, to spread joy. It's a spark that warms us and perhaps should last all year long. So while you hang that last ornament on the tree, while you laugh at your family's funny traditions, or even as you get emotional over an unexpected card, remember, you are part of something grand. Christmas is like a symphony, and each of us has a unique note to play. So, how about spreading that magic forward? Leave in the comments what Christmas means to you and how it transforms your year-end. Don't forget to like this video, share it with those you love, and subscribe to the channel for more curiosities that will make you see the world with new eyes. See you in the next video.